What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to DUSAFARMS. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can ease the workload in DWC or deep water culture using pumps. Before we get started, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to further support, you can head over to shopdusa.com, join our Discord in the community, link below in the description, or you can join our Patreon, also link below in the description. Okay, so deep water culture or DWC, for those that don't know quickly, I know there's going to be some. It's pretty much a style of growing. It's a hydroponic style of growing. Just pretty much all you need to know for this video is water. Think of a lot of water. You're going to use a lot of water. That's no soil, it's water. And it can add up a lot. Say you're doing 8 5-gallon buckets. Well, guess what? That's like 40 gallons of water, and then you got to have your water changes and all that. So you're moving a lot of water, you're prepping a lot of water, and depending on where your water is located at, say your bathroom is a couple rooms away, that's where you refill, or you refill outside and walk the buckets in. Well, guess what? You're doing a lot of farmers carries. You're moving a lot of water. It can add up. And if you've had an aquarium with fish, just 10 gallons of water alone, a 10-gallon aquarium is pretty heavy. So imagine doing like 40 gallons, all that, right? And then me, I prep like a 15-gallon. So I'm walking around with 15-gallon trash can pretty much. So it can add up. The back can get a little sore, and I'm just here to make this video to save a few backs. The backs do matter. We got to keep the backs. How they say lift with the legs and not the back. Well, guess what? That's what we're here to do today. We're here to make it a little bit easier in the garden and decrease the workload and make sure everybody's safe. Now in DWC, you're kind of limited to what you can and can't do, and what I mean by that is you can't maneuver the plants as much as you would a fabric pot or just a regular pot. You can't really move them around. Now you can, but it's a lot heavier. And say you got a trellis net with your plants. Well, guess what? When you're trying to do your water changes, in soil, you could just fill it up. But say you're trying to do a water change or, a refill, you got to lift that bucket lid up. Your plants are in the trellis net. Some branches might get broken. So in DWC, you're kind of limited. You got to be careful with stuff like that. And it makes you not want to use a trellis net, or it just makes you want to be like, I can't really do this, so let me skip that. I'll just refill instead of changing. It's too much maneuvering for the plant. And you want to, you don't want to disturb the roots in the plant that much, because guess what? You do risk breaking branches. So things like this come into play. All right, here I got a few different pumps, and these are going to help you not disturb the plants as much. It's going to make sure your plants are safe, you are safe. Everybody's workload is going to be decreased, right? All right, now this one right here, it's like $8. I got this from PetSmart. I had one of these when we were a kid. We had an aquarium. I just know you siphon it's a siphon pump. So you just put it to the water, it expels, you let it go. You get it started and it just goes automatically. Well, not automatically. You jump start it pretty much, and then from there the water flows. But with this one, it's $8-10. This is the smaller one, and I'm thinking it says like a 5 to 10 gallon one, or maybe 5. It didn't do the job. It did the job, but it was just going way too slow. I can go do chores around the house. I could wash dishes, fold the clothes, put stuff away, and it'd still be going because the water flow is so slow. So I was like, hey, I'll just buy a bigger one. Well, I go to buy a bigger one, and the bigger one's like $20. And I look right next to the bigger one. Guess what? I got this one. This is $18 to $20, and this is an automatic one, on and off switch. Suction cups, you just stick it to the side. A lot of people actually asked about this when I posted it in my video, like one of the grow videos. A lot of people were asking, hey, where'd you get it from? I got it from PetSmart. I'll have all these linked below in the description. But this one, $18, you just slap it on there, turn it on. Say you got your res right there. It empties right into the next bucket, or vice versa. Say you're trying to refill. You can do it like that. You can also, I think it's like a 1/2 inch. You just put a 1/2 inch on right here. Boom. It rotates, whatever. So if you don't have to use the suction. But the only thing about this one is, I never really attached a hose to it. I just always put the bucket next to it. But the only thing about it is, it doesn't get up until the last inch or two of water. So it's going to leave like an inch or two of water. For some people, that might not be a problem. Some people may want to get it all out. Me, I like to get all the water out. So that's just one of the things about this one. It's just going to leave like an inch or two water at the bottom of your bucket. And it does reach down all the way to like a 5-gallon. It's collapsible, but I had it set, and it would go all the way to the bottom of my 5-gallon bucket. So for those that are trying to figure out the size of this, that's what it can do. And it actually goes a lot faster than that one. You turn it on, it'll probably take, I don't know, maybe a minute to empty a whole 5-gallon bucket. So you can go do something else, like prep some nutrients or something like that, come back to it. I don't know the actual water flow. You'll see it on the video, like how fast it's going. So this one is actually pretty useful. And also with this one, it's pretty slick. It's small. You could just slip it in there. You lift your lid up, slide it down in there, and you can start going. You're letting your water go. So guess what? You're not disturbing those plants. You're not breaking any branches. This one right here, this is going to be the most expensive of the bunch. This is probably like 40 to 60, maybe even $70. This is like the Vivo Sun one. This is like something an RDWC person might use for like their whole thing. This was, I would say, I use this for refilling or watering. So say I want to like water something, I'll put this in like my 15-gallon res. Boom. From there, it doesn't have an on and off switch. So I have a hose. It's like a 10, 12 foot hose. And I'll run that to wherever I got to run it to, water my plants. And This will come in handy. Say you need to do something like that, but you can't get your water close enough to your bucket or something like that, and whatever, you could just set this off to the side and let the air pump out, and then do something like that and refill. And you could always just fold the hose in half to clamp it. You know, if you ever use the water hose, we do stuff like that. Just clamp it in half to get the water flow to stop. Other than that, you'll have to go over to the outlet and then unplug it. So that's the only reason I don't like this one. Also, at the end of the hose, you could probably just put a nozzle on it so you don't have to fold it in half. And I actually just thought of that just now, so I'm probably going to go get one after this. But I just wanted to show you guys because these are just going to make it a little bit more easy. Like I said, the first one, water flow is too slow. It's just, it's the most maneuverable one because you could just, it's all flexible. This one's the biggest. And it's the most expensive, of course. This one right here is going to be the best option out of 3. You're going to get the most use for your money. So I just want to get those 3 out there for you guys, show you some of the pumps. Like I said, if you know of any other ones that could be better or the ones you use, go ahead and drop them down below in the comments. I'll have these linked below in the description. But I appreciate you guys so much for watching the video. Go ahead and join the Discord if you want to join the community. We're going to start doing like some sessions and stuff like that over there. Until next time, guys. Peace.